Discord has kind of become like the community hub for NFTs. And I mean, we've asked this question a couple of times. It's like, how did that happen? Because Discord was, I mean, and you guys could speak on this. Like there are two avid gamers here, and they're both very active on Discord. I only came into it with the NFT space. It's kind of interesting how did Discord become the place for NFTs when it was for gamers initially?
I gotta tell you, the first time I went on Discord was, I think it was 3 years ago. I got into a server, I started to participate. It never stopped making noise, and I was like, I can't do this, and I deleted it. Mm-hmm. I don't know how it became. How did it become? I mean, I get
so
it. It's
Nick, Cody, give us a little
I
insight
can talk about this. So like you said, I'm an avid gamer, stuff like that. I talk to people all the time, especially when you're playing games. You just have to talk to people. And back in the day, like I was using TeamSpeak because that was the one to go, especially for computer gaming or anything like that. TeamSpeak was the one to really go. But that's all it was to communicate if the game didn't have in-game communication. Discord came out like 2015, and that was like when everyone was starting to transition over to that. And I heard about it, and like people was like, you just got to join. It's like it's like Facebook for gamers. Like just join in. It's community. I'm like, all right, I'll give it a try. Never went back because Discord blew my mind with just how much you could get. Like I'm avid in the fighting game community. Like that is where it lives. You can't find it anywhere else. It's not on Facebook. It's not on like back in the day. Like I said, MySpace too. It was like it wasn't on these social medias. Discord was the social media for a lot of the games. And that's where you had to be.
It's overwhelming, though. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yes, to an extent. I mean, I've said this multiple times that, like, I don't know how long it took you to learn how to use Discord, but it took me roughly a week of, like, really deep diving to really get a good handle of, like, okay, this is how you use it. But it took me months and even years to, like, really understand and grasp, like, what is needed to build a server and then build a community behind it. You know, and so I don't know if you want to talk on like how long it kind of took you to.
I would say in my second tour of duty on Discord, which is in this year, probably 3 days of like 15 hours a day.
Yeah.
Being like, all right, I get it. It's comfortable. There's some Slack to it. Slack, I obviously am really comfortable with, but Slack is not that noisy. There's no games. It's just work.
Yeah. Well, I guess that was sort of the kind of transition that people wanted to make was you can gamify your chat channels on Discord.
Right.
There's no other platform that really does that.
No.
And you can't have all like Discord has such a great like community itself behind it. And there's independent developers developing bots and different things to do different things via chat channels, voice channels and stuff like that. And that's the thing is there's no platform to combat Discord's capability of building a community.
Nothing can compare. It's actually incredible. You know, when I was saying that after we minted out, the workload became insane, and it changed. In the pre-mint, a lot of it is entertainment. Your games, you're hosting games, you're doing giveaways. There's a lot of information that you're trying to disseminate, but it feels more entertainment. And then you mint out, and all of a sudden it becomes information. People want to know about the team. They want to know what your plans are. You know, you have a published roadmap, which is pretty tight, and we think that it answers enough questions, but we couldn't believe how many more questions there were. What Discord gives you the chance to do is to make channels that there's no talking in them. It's just, if you want to know more, this is the place for this, and this is the place for this. So it took some time after the mint to figure out how to restructure things, but it's an incredible. It replaces the need for so much. A website. Mm-hmm. I mean, NFTs. It's Twitter and Discord and nothing else. There's virtually no action elsewhere, and Discord is so immersive and so robust that it just does the job.
Yeah, I mean it gives you that platform to have almost everything in one place.
Right.
Instead of a lot of like. Certain, I guess, companies or certain types of communities will be across like Twitter, Instagram, and they have like each thing for something.
Right.
Discord allows you to kind of put everything in one place for everyone to use. And I mean, that's including, chat channels to talk with people. That's information, as you said. There's AMA channels. So, the project employees can pretty much go live and explain and have questions asked and answer them. And that's all like kind of a show kind of deal. And it's all in one place. And that's one of the things that I think the NFT community really latched on when they moved to Discord, was the fact that you can have your community all in one spot to do everything that you need to do, as opposed to, being across like Twitter, you'll make announcements, and then there's this platform for chatting, and then this platform for this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? So it kind of puts everything all organized in one spot.
And what makes that extremely difficult, like you said, with Twitter, right? You could put a post out and people will be commenting. You could have like 1,000 comments on a post, and then it's like trying to get back to all of them or answer them. And just to even see all the comments, that takes time. You're going to have to refresh a few times. But with Discord, it's just live right there. It's like an updating board in its own. So you could clearly see, all these people are asking questions. I could respond faster to any question they have. And you won't get as many questions then, because they're seeing, he's already answering that. Thank you. Perfect. That's what we needed. And that was really what it is it's instantaneous than waiting on social media, like Twitter and such, to wait for a response.
Absolutely.
I mean, with all these positives, we can't really ignore the fact there are some negatives here.
Well, of course.
I've talked about these before, and as someone that's like, I wasn't in Discord before. I only came in with NFT stuff. And one of the first servers that I worked with, it was primarily gamers in there. I didn't realize there was a thing with like spamming at everyone, but I realized that's kind of an NFT thing, because most of the servers that I'm in for NFTs, they ping a ton. And then compared to like the gaming servers that I've been in just for research purposes, they really don't. You don't get pinged nowhere near as much in my opinion.
It depends. Sorry to cut you off, but
no, I was done talking.
Okay. The NFT Discord side or the NFT side of Discord is more based off of information, and like when you get that at everyone, it's like something's going on that they want your attention. In a gaming server, the at everyone is more like, obviously gamers are more familiar with Discord and more familiar with, and they're constantly at their computer, they're constantly going through the channels, they're constantly going through each server. So it's like the only time you really add everyone is when something like serious happens. And so it's like all the servers that I'm in for gaming, I'll get 3, 4, 5 pings a day maybe, and that's all of them. And then there's, the couple of NFT ones that I'm in for actually being involved in the NFT itself, and they're 30, 40, 50 a day.
That's too much.
Yeah. No, I mean I left it one time. I left it a day. I didn't open it at all, and I wanted to just see how many they racked up, and it was 74.
Yeah, I mean, it also depends on how many servers you're on. The NFT ones are definitely spamming it a little too much, but the gaming side of the gaming side of it is just as bad. Like I said, I'm in a couple fighting game ones where it's like they're talking about it, and they'll give you like the role of, at this game or at here. And if people are looking for games, they'll be like, at here, who wants to play this? And you'll get that ping. If 70 people in a day are like, hey, I want to play some games, they'll at that. It gets annoying, but some servers have it where you could opt out of that too. So
that makes sense.
That's one thing that, there's a big disconnect between the gamer side of Discord and NFT side. And like the NFT side, not a lot of people who get brought into these projects to moderate and admin these Discords know a lot about Discord.
Right.
Some of them are gamers, so some of them, you'll get in some of them and they're all set up correctly and all that kind of stuff. But then there's others you'll join, and like one of the main things that kind of turns me off from when I join a Discord is if they don't have it set up already, that the only notification you get is an at mention.
Right.
And that's one thing that kind of like turns me off, because it's like you join and it's like ping, 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 ping. You know what I mean? It gets annoying over time, and some don't even have the channels set up correctly. And that was one thing I posted something on LinkedIn, going back to like Discord and NFTs, and there was a lot of traffic coming to it, and it was a lot of people were saying that they like the Fiverr people. Now, like, don't get me wrong, there's good talent on Fiverr, but a lot of people were saying they took them like 3, 4 people they had to hire to get a quality Discord.
Yeah.